Hey everybody, it's Flat Earth Santa coming to you with why it's not Wednesday, it's Thursday. I'm sorry, it's what not, why not, but we had to move uh yesterday's show. I had to be at a client's, so I apologize, but thank you all for coming in tonight. Let's see, we've got Mr. Critical Hits, and we've got Michael. And backstage, we've got two special guests right now. You've seen them before. First up, he is the old man. He's the guy he's the one that invented the Get Off My Lawn sign. It is Joey DWW1.
Oh my God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. Omen used that today. You should charge him for that.
Yeah, I know. All right. And of course, coming from backstage to the main stage, it is the what not accountant. She's no longer doing comics, but it doesn't matter. She's still in our hearts. She's still in our minds. It is Skipping Stone.
Don't break my bones.
Hello, everyone.
Bud. Bud. Wise. Bud. Bud. Wise. Bud. Bud. Wise. Bud. Wise. Bud. Bud. Wise.
That sure was too funny.
Last question. Yes, so awesome. We're missing a few people this week. Unfortunately, Rick's out having fun in Vegas. Well, I'm not sure he's in Vegas. He's in Laughlin, I think. But having a good time. He's making money at the slot machines.
That's
How
good.
dare he?
Punisher's out with his doing the second part of his collection, so that's really cool. And Alien, I think, is doing something. I'm not quite sure. And Omen couldn't make it, but you know what? We've got through two amazing panelists, so it's absolutely awesome. We're going to go through this week.
That just
First
means
up-
Joey gets a turn to talk.
Yeah, exactly. and,
He'll still,
and,
he'll
and
still
Punisher
do that.
won't get you, and Punisher won't be busting you all the time.
I don't care. That don't bother me. I enjoy it.
Okay, so we're going to go with our ever starting section of the show, good versus bad. So if you were on whatnot this week, let me know what you saw for good versus bad. So, Joey.
All right. So I haven't been on Whatnot that much, but from what I've seen, a lot of people scrambling because of what Whatnot's doing with the shipping, trying to get packages out and selling as much as they possibly can. And so there's a lot of scrambling going around, but then we found out about, the first topic. And I still see a lot of people, a lot of sellers, they put up a book for $1 and oh man, I can't believe that only sold for 13. I hate that with a passion. I really, really, really do. I wish they would just stop it. If you don't want to get $1 for it, just put it up for what you want to get, you know?
Yep.
And that's basically about it. A couple of good shows that I go to that, William Herr is really good. Skipping, your show was excellent. I enjoyed that very much. Thank you very much for the magazines and the Supergirls.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, those are really cool. We were looking at some of them yesterday, and we were like, "Oh my God, 1972! What?"
It's amazing. I have some of that stuff still. I found a whole nother box of it when I was unburying other boxes.
Well,
So
a lot of people that saw the magazines, they were like, "How come they're so clean?" I said, "They're uncirculated. They've been in boxes for how many years?"
since 1972.
1972, really?
Well,
That's
yeah. I mean, they were in the store boxes. I mean, the store on the shelves in the my uncle had long boxes on the shelves, as most comic book stores do, especially back then. And then when the store closed, they basically the box lids were put on and stacked up and stored for 30 years. So
that's crazy. They just
and
come.
they came out when I sold them, and then they went into another box and came to you. So
Right. So how long have they been box covered?
30 years at least.
Wow, 30 years, and they stayed that good. That's unreal.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Well, it was inside the house, so it was like temperature controlled and climate controlled and everything like that. So
That's,
yeah,
that's all I got.
yeah.
Cool. All right, Skipping, what did you see good and bad this week?
So I want to shout out to Michael. He did his first 3 shows,
Oh, I missed it.
and yeah, and I saw his progression in the 3 shows, feeling more comfortable, and yay to him. I just want to say good job. You're on a good path. He hit his goal, and now he's getting ready for his next goal. And so definitely check him out. He's got some good books, and he's getting better at it, and feeling more comfortable and getting used to talking to himself a little bit and to the tribe that he's going to create. So
God,
I
I
thought that
talk to myself all the time, whether I'm on the show or not. It doesn't
I
matter.
know it's a handy feature you have yourself built in to listen to. That's why God gave you 2 ears, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, on the bad side of things, I was in a show, actually, the Whatnot sellers support show, and then they raided into a new seller, and he didn't even have anything loaded in his bin. He didn't know what to do, and I thought that would be a good lesson to bring up to people that are starting. Load some stuff, whether it's just the random and you're going to run randoms, but have something loaded in your bin and know how to load that before you go live, because it took him probably 5-10 minutes, and then with the 100-200 people in his room, all of a sudden it was just like, oh my God, I think he started crying, to be honest with you, a little bit, or got a little teary-eyed, like, I don't know what to do, and everyone was telling him to breathe and everything, and he finally figured out how to load it. But then he was loading entering each and every item as he was trying to sell them, and that's not the way to do it. That's not the way to do it. Load it before you start go live. However you're going to run it, decide if you're going to run randoms, decide if you're going to run list each item, and then do that before the show, and be prepared. And I mean, he didn't even have an ink pen, and I was like going,
Yeah.
I just wanted to reach out and shake him, hug him, and guide him through the process. But I sat back and observed and let the other 100 people that were telling him what to do that.
Well, you see, that's the problem. The problem is they think they're going to go on and everything is going to work out by itself without even doing any, kind of research or anything on how to do things. And Whatnot's not helping you. They said, here you go sell. And that's exactly what he did. He went to
And then they
sell
raided him.
Yeah. They're like, we're going to throw you in the deep end, and here you go. Here's an anchor to go with it.
Yeah, and here's a whirlpool.
Yeah,
So,
that's crazy. That is so crazy. They need to fix that.
Yeah, they
well,
certainly do. And the training is so arcade and um it's kind of an embarrassment. I would be embarrassed if that was my training as a company, especially $1 million company or $1 billion company or whatever they are at this point. To have that as your training modules is I would find that to be embarrassing.
It is.
Um,
yep,
yeah.
yep. Well, that's where I come in and pick up where there's a niche, and there will be that, you know, the what not, why not school. So, you know,
That's why I used to do it and don't do it anymore because nobody gives a shit.
We care, we care.
I know
yeah.
you guys care, but you want to know something? It's like, I did it for a while. It worked out for some people, but, and then it's like, hey, whatever.
Well, it's again the one thing that was always your drawback, Joey, and this isn't a knock against you. This is a knock against whatnot. Is the fact of you couldn't easily do stuff with OBS initially and pull stuff in. So you had it where you had your camera pointed at the screen and everything, and it's just not it's not made
Yeah,
the whatnot platform is not made for showing people it's vertical. It just doesn't work. So,
yeah,
but
that's
again,
true.
right, that's what I'm saying. It's not a knock against you.
No,
You
no,
were
no. I
doing awesome.
understand
You
that.
taught lots of people, dude. It was awesome.
Yeah,
um but as I said, you know, your show originally got me the idea to start this show. So
yeah, that's fine. I'm glad somebody picked up on it.
um but awesome with the good and the bad. I'll go with the good first. I saw some cool shows this week. Saw a lot of people that are, you know, um, really putting things into overdrive, especially like people like Rick and Power Hockey Camps and other people. They're kicking it in. Um, they're taking that where they're just getting to the next level and then just ramping it up. So they're improving. They're using that that hard work and really just, you know, busting their ass and doing real well with it. So that's the good I've seen this week, and it's not just Rick. It's Power Hockey Camps, the Eclectic Nerd. It's every show that I kind of go into. They're doing, you know, they're seeing results by doing good work. Um, my bad. Ah, I don't. This is more of a pet peeve. I just don't like when you go into a show and let's say you've got a book and you've got two of them. I saw this last week and I didn't like it. Um, it was basically the person ran a book and it sold for, let's say, $7.
The
Okay,
second one should run for $7.
yeah, yeah, correct. The person ran it for like $1 again. It's like, really? Okay, set 7 to 1, not too bad. But what happens if it ran up to like $50? Then
Yeah.
you ran it again at like, come on, like, or at least, you know, I don't know.
No, you're 100% right on that, and I've always done that. I said, look, I got two of them. Don't go crazy. If somebody bids, it goes for $5. I start the next one at $5. It goes for 7. I started at 7, and
Yeah,
people understand that, and they're cool with it because you're letting them know, hey, it sold for 7. I'm not going to diss this guy because or girl that bought it and sell it for you less.
You know, I
sure.
never thought of that. When you guys say that to me before, when I had like all them damn books.
Yeah, because nobody really cared. No, I'm only kidding.
No, no, you the
That's a really good point. I mean,
No,
I
it is.
honestly never thought of that.
It is because you sort of like when you do that, you take all the bad karma out of the air with selling two of the same kind books if you do it that way.
I
yeah.
absolutely agree with you guys. It never crossed my mind to do that. And there was times when the first one sold for more and the second one sold for much less. And I felt bad for the person that you know, and I would typically put something in their package as an extra, but I never thought to do that.
Yeah, it's one of the things that you should learn early when you're first starting out and everything like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I wish I would have. I'll take that into my next chapter.
Yeah,
or
either
or
that.
at least start it at $1 less, right? Like if it's sold for 7, start it for 6, right?
Yeah,
Or
that is a great tip, you guys.
Yeah, but also if you do have, like, say you got 5 of those books, I wouldn't put them in the same show. I put a couple in the show.
Oh
And
yeah,
yeah, I
save a
would do
couple.
that. I
Yeah.
would do that. Yeah. But you know, unless they were just a really hot. And but even then I would try and limit it until the very end I did. But good tip, guys. I like that.
yeah.
It makes the show a lot more.
Well, you may run into it more with cards.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Well,
saying. I'm
Yeah,
going to take it into my next chapter. I think that's a fantastic tip, and I'm glad I learned it.
yep.
but that
Nice.
goes for everything. To tell you the truth, anything that you're selling. I mean, these guys that do um,
Oh, shirts or shoes
the
or it don't
pallets and
matter.
yeah, the
Yeah.
pallets and stuff like that, because you know how they always do it. They got like 20 of the items, and they'll run the first one at $1, and it could go for $30, and they're going to run the second one started at $1 too. You know,
Yeah,
that's the way they work it. But
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to be honest and transparent with your people, then you do it the way, Flat Earth, said to do it, because that's being transparent with your people.
Well,
yeah,
it just shows that, look, you don't want to like everybody buys, everyone's, it's perfectly fine, but think about if you went to, to a store and you're like, hey, I picked up something at $5, then somebody came over and slapped another sticker on it, and being like, okay, there's $1 now. Like, you'd be like, really? Can I return this?
right,
uh,
right.
but either
No,
way.
that's I like that tip, you guys.
Yeah,
I learned
so
something new today. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah.
all right, so let's move on to the first topic. And we had the show 2 weeks ago that was
Mhm.
the sole topic all about this, but now there's an update. And of course, it is the updated I actually had it up.
It's the update flat rate packages.
Yeah, I'm just going to bring it up on the
Yeah.
screen.
They're sort of like leaving it. Nah, I won't say nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. Hope everyone can see it now pretty easily.
Yeah, I'm good with it. I already read it 3 times.
Okay. Yeah, it's basically what they're doing. Of course, chat is they're allowing flat rate to continue, but it is at, of course, as it says, the temporary rate of $13.
Yes.
So you can set up but understand you are going to have to set up your what do you call it, your profiles to do
Yeah.
that correctly. But they will do but again, it's up until November 1st. So they're giving you a runway. So
Yeah.
they're like, okay, we did it a little too quick. We understand we got too much flack. Now we're giving you a runway. We're not going to give you that chance again. Get it done.
Right. So what they actually want people to do is they want them to get away from the flat rate packages, and they want them to start doing the ground advantage, which is going to be the primary anyway. So the only thing that you're not going to be able to do is use the flat rate packaging. You have to get brown boxes or somewhat or another. And I'm going to tell you honestly, using the ground advantage that I've been using it with eBay, every show and everything like that. No priority, no flat rate packages. I either ship in a Gemini or I ship it in a different box with ground advantage. And I'm telling you, and it's great because $7, $8 to ship a ground package that weighs 4 pounds, 12 ounces. It's when you go over that 5 pounds, that's where you're going to incur your additional charges.
Oh yeah. And by the way, I got all my stuff from Poshmark with the
Yes.
Ground Advantage stuff, and I actually kind of like
So do I.
the I like the box too, where it's actually it's a side loaded box, but it is just enough, like wide enough to get some bubble wrapping around some comics, but thick enough where you can actually get more in than you could on the older flat rate. You can't do slabs unfortunately with it, but
Yeah,
uh,
but those are the ones that you see. I ordered the wrong box. I got the shoebox one.
yeah.
Right. So there's another one that I got to go order. The one that you got, the side loaded, the other one, right?
Yeah, well, there's the top. It's basically the same as the box one is it's about the same as a large rate box
Yeah,
or a
that I
large.
got those.
Okay, and then there's the side load one.
The side load one looks like a shoebox. The one I got.
Yeah, kind of. That's exactly kind of what I got. I'm just saying it's enough to get comics in with bubble wrapping around it, but it's thick, so you know.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
they are thick box. I think they're thicker than the regular flat rate boxes.
Possibly, I don't know. Um,
And mine came quick. Mine came within a week.
Yeah, well, mine got split up into three, and I couldn't make another order until all of them were delivered.
Right. So I'm going to
Unfortunately,
go back and take a look again and see what else I could order.
yeah, but they're also saying that, as I said, ground advantage 1 to 5 pound rate will be 40% cheaper than
Hmm.
flat rate, which it is the new flat rate, of course. Um, it's good. It's what it's 750 or whatever.
Seven
Uh,
forty-five or something like that
yeah,
that I read. Yeah, it's crazy cheap. It really is, and the packages get there just as quick.
yeah. And of course, first class mailers. So your giveaways, right? Because we were
Yes,
teaching you guys
yes,
how to do that. That's going up by 4% or 4 cents.
and they're bringing back media mail.
Yeah, media mail moves in line with yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. So,
and
so really cool.
the only thing that you got to watch out is when you're doing that, the flat rate after November 1st, is that Whatnot is eating the cost above the $12.99 right now up until November 1st. Just remember, if you're going to use flat rate boxes after November 1st, you're going to incur the whole charge for a medium or a large flat rate box with a little bit of a discount. It's not going to be that much.
Yeah. So, yeah,
I noticed when I was shipping this week, the 70 it used to they charged us used to charge us 78 cents, but the label would print 74. And
Yeah, it went up a couple of cents.
now the label says 78, so
Mhm. Well,
they're
I'm not going to complain over that. 3 cents to ship out a card or something like that. That's okay. I mean, that's not too bad. It's when you ship out a comic where you got to put out the whole load of money.
oh yeah, I agree. I just happened to notice that they now reflect what you're paying.
Yeah, they did. When they sent out the email, the third email that they sent out, they mentioned that about the media mail and the extra cents on the first class.
Well, they were still charging us 78 cents, and now, but they were only paying 74. The label would read
Right.
74, but I don't care. It was just something I observed.
well, we've got joining us Mr. Alien Warrior, the
Oh my
crazy
God!
Canadian.
Yay!
Yay!
Welcome to the party.
Hey guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm late, you guys. It's my daughter's birthday, and we got home for dinner. And
No excuses, buddy.
Oh,
No
just-
excuses.
Well, happy
Oh,
birthday
it's my
to her.
Yeah, she's 12. Yeah, I know, man.
Happy birthday, little alien.
Happy birthday.
Thanks, you guys. I'll pass that on.
Birthday to
Um,
you.
Yeah, this is kind of cool that the flat rates are sticking around.
Just for a certain amount of time.
Time, yeah. I heard it was November. Is that wrong?
November 1st.
November. Yeah,
November 1st. Okay,
Yeah, I've got-
yeah.
yeah, I've got it up on the screen
Awesome.
right there.
Yeah, yeah. I was in a show earlier. Actually, I picked up a flat rate box off a guy, DA Comics. They were doing flat rate boxes, like the final flat rate boxes sales.
Yep.
And yeah, he had some good stuff. So had to get in
You know
on
he
that.
you know he's in Buffalo, right?
Yeah.
No, he didn't. Awesome.
Yeah,
I
he's in
get, I get,
Buffalo.
you also check out William Hur when you get a chance. William underscore HUR, alien.
Okay, we'll do.
Yeah, Iceberg's good.
Okay.
Uh, DA, yeah, they're good guys. So
Yeah, they
I've
are
met
for
them at
sure.
enough. I met them at enough cons.
Yeah, I've only been dealing with them on whatnot, but they're really cool people. You know, they take care of everybody, so
Yeah,
there's no problem with them.
and they do some really big. Every once in a
For sure.
while, they'll
Yeah.
do a really big show with,
Listen,
like, I mean, big boy books.
the other day, William Hur
Nice.
ran a ladies box, zombie tramps.
Mhm.
What's that one? The jungle one, jungle
Oh yeah,
fantasy,
yep.
and the one by Bud Root,
Oh
uh,
yeah.
Cave Woman,
Cave Woman. Yeah.
and Femforce, all in one box, filled at least 50 to 60 books.
Yep.
$250 is sold for.
Well,
Yeah, that's
not
awesome. Good
terrible.
deal.
Depends on the stuff. Yeah.
No, because you're getting it for $5 a book, okay, and easily at $10 a piece, no problem,
Yeah.
because of those books. The Femforce and the Cave Women, especially, and the Zombie Tramps.
Well,
Nobody
if
knows.
the Bud Roots specifically, more so if they've got the COAs on the back and whatever.
Yeah, I got one signed by Bud Root.
Nice. Um. Okay. So yeah, does anybody else have any? Skipping. This will impact you. Are you happy that they're extending it?
Oh yeah, I'm happy, but shipping cards is much lighter than shipping comics and a whole lot easier. So I don't think it was going to affect me anyway too much.
It's not.
Um,
You're going to get away with murder with that because when you ship out cards, you just put it at the 0 to 1 ounce when you start it off anyway. But the thing is you'll have the opportunity to ship first class, or you'll have the opportunity to ship in the little envelopes or boxes. Ground advantage.
yeah, shipping this week was so magical. Oh my goodness. Taking 30 packages to the post office in like one handful. It was heaven. I
in,
just want to
in your
say
pocketbook, right?
heaven.
You just loaded them in your pocketbook and walked in and emptied it out on the table, right?
Pretty much. I mean, I tossed them all in one of those short boxes, one of the empty short boxes, and I just trotted on in, and I was like flipped it over on the counter and made them a little neater, and um
Did you
said
use the four
bye.
by? Did you use the 4x6 bubble mailers with that, or would you use?
Yeah, on some of the ones that were a little thicker that had have the rigid mailers for cards that are I use for like a single pack sale.
Gotcha.
And then I have I use the bubble packs, and then I had a few that used the small flat rates that were a little bit bigger, and they had paid the flat rate price.
The VHS boxes.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I think that's what they are, is equivalent
They
to
are.
that. But yeah, it worked out great. It was just like it was easy to pack. It was easy. I mean, my shipping was like half the time of what it normally is. I wasn't worn out after just loading my truck, and I still went and got my Starbucks, but as my little treat reward every time I go to the post office, or not every time, but
See what Michael
frequent.
said? The ladies at the post office must have been in shock when you
Yeah.
walked in.
Well, I talk to them all the time, and I had told them this is my last set of heavy boxes, and told them that I'm going to cards, and so everything should be much easier. And I was like, see, it's easier. We were right.
And when you
And
look at and when you
I
look at the shipping, you probably was like, what?
yeah, it was I got to figure out how to make it a little bit lighter for the people because I was running it at 1 to 3 ounces,
Mhm.
and I overcharged, I think, on shipping because they are 1 to 3 ounces. Most of them are, as far as not the single cards, but the card packs. But it's weird, the math on the 1 to 3 ounces, they go by 3 ounces. They don't do like on the 4 to 7 ounces where they four, 5 times 4 is 15. And
Wait. 5 times 4 is 15. What are you, Abbott and Costello? 7 times 13 is 21.
well, that's their math. Have you ever noticed the math on the 4 to 7? It's always, I mean, you get 5 before you hit 16. And I've complained about that before. The math is absolute. It's not a variable,
It's
and
not.
in whatnot land it is. And so anyway, I was pleasantly surprised that 1 to 3 ounces is 3 ounces. And I don't know if that's something they've changed with the changing of the um new mat that they're preparing, because I haven't really shipped cards out like that. I've sold card packs before, but anybody that bought it had already bought comics at the same time. So I never noticed the math like that. Right. And so I could get more in under a pound than what I actually than what sold. But if they only buy one, then I'm like looking at an adjustment, right? But you can make from, if you sell something that's 3 ounces and it goes to 4 ounces, 5 ounces, 6 ounces, 7 ounces, even 10, 15 ounces, your adjustments up to 15 ounces does
Yes.
not cost you anything different than what you sold it for.
That's why you could always put it at 0 to 1 ounces and not have a problem.
Yeah, I'm learning
It's
that. Yeah.
change your ounces when you do your shipping, and you'll be
Well, it does. Once it goes from 78 cents to the next step up, there is a charge for that. They do charge the seller for that. If you go from that, but when they charge you the first 4 whatever and change, um, from that adjustment to the 15 ounces, there's no additional charge. Like the buyer would be charged like 8 something dollars currently for something that's 8 to 11 ounces, or 13 to 15 ounces, I think is what it is, 13 to 15 ounces. They would be charged 8 something dollars. Well, for us, if we do an adjustment from 4 to 7 ounces to 15 ounces, there's no additional charge.
right.
And it doesn't go against your adjustments.
No.
So,
It's
I've
once you pass that 15 ounces is when it goes against your adjustments.
yes,
So
exactly.
is it going down count against
Yeah.
your adjustments? Going up, it does. Right.
Yeah, no, going down.
Above. Going
No,
above
going down
15.
is the same going cha-ching.
Yeah, you're going cha-ching. But anything over the limit, you're going to incur and use your whatchamacallits.
The adjustments. Yeah.
Your
I just think it's weird that and I'm okay with it being the way it is, as far as us not being charged from changing from 7 ounces to 15 ounces. But you'd think that there would be a charge because it does cost more to ship 13 ounces, for instance, than it does to ship 4 ounces. So I don't know.
It's still within that frame.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. That's why they leave it alone. And like you said, it's going to go from 4, and all of a sudden now you're at 15. You don't get that extra charge because it stays within that frame of shipping. Because there's a certain charge from 4 to 15 ounces, like you said.
Right.
Without getting that incurred charge.
Right. And most of the card packs I weighed are just over an ounce. And so, like I was saying, with cards, I could put 10, 12 packs and keep it under a pound.
Hell yeah.
But the customer, because the shipping profile as 1 to 3 ounces, you get like 6. I think it's 6 before, and then the 7th one goes into goes into the flat rate. But I'm going to be taking away the flat rate boxes come the end of the month, and unless I'm selling something that requires something that's heavier.
Oh my God, he's here.
Yep, he is.
I have arrived.
Oh my God.
Sure, buddy.
All right, go.
This place sucks! No! No! I think it's about time Castle Grayskull had a makeover. Why don't we start with a tampon machine? No!
Oh, by the way, I'm watching the Masters of the Universe movie. It's pretty cool.
I love that intro.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, okay. Before we go to Punisher, I just wanted Alien's thoughts on the extended shipping, on the new updates that they've done. Are you happy? Obviously not as a seller because you're Canadian. It doesn't affect you, but as a buyer, are you liking it?
Alien.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. Sorry, guys, just taking a smoke. I found it actually quite nice. It was very easy, especially with those guys, and they ship it really well. And they tell you there's a risk to their shipping because it's in a flat rate and so on. But no, it's great. I can't wait to see the lot that I got.
Nice.
Yeah, you definitely need to check out every book. I'm gonna let you know that. Right.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's an easy way. Double box when you're doing flat rate stuff, and this will be for all new sellers. Please listen to this.
Yes.
Double box your stuff. If you're getting them free anyways, double box them. Put some peanuts or some newspaper or whatever that actually cushions it. Put it around so that the books don't move, and double box because those boxes can break on the bottom.
Yes,
So
and they get dented on the sides and stuff.
Yeah, it definitely helps, and it's not.
What I do, I put a medium flat rate box inside a large flat rate box, and I ship it like that.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it.
I was doing that, and the post office told me I was not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. If your post office is like picky, they let mine go the first time, but they told me don't do it again.
I don't understand why. It's if it's 70 pounds or under, it fits at chips. I mean,
I know.
But
I didn't argue with them. I just was like, okay, and
we'll go to Punisher. Oh no, you don't, dude. We were just going to go to Punisher and see what he thought of the extension of the shipping.
Well, I'm glad that they extended the flat rate because I believe they hurt a lot of people, and obviously a lot of people spoke up.
Mm-hmm.
So that means the deal that they say they made with the post office, I'm calling bullshit. They were trying to make it that I believe, make more money from the shipping part of it too, because they're getting a hell of a cut. A lot of people think, oh yeah, it's going to be cheaper with ground up to a certain point, and then it's going to kick in again. So you're better off playing the flat rate at $12.99 or whatever it's going to be.
Yeah. In the meantime, up until November 1st.
Yeah. And then we're like, okay, are there going to be pirate ship? I know a lot of people are using pirate ship and all that. So we don't know where it's going to stand. I mean, the price went up. Okay. I mean, $3. I mean, shipping is what it is. I mean, I could tell you it's not getting any cheaper. The gas isn't getting any cheaper. So the costs are going to go up, and it's got to go back to the consumer. Unfortunately, it sucks where it hurts business when you're only buying like one couple dollar book, and you're paying $6, $7 shipping. A lot of people don't have their settings right. Like that, they run $1 or $2 book, and they have right now 921 shipping on it. I'm like,
Yeah.
are you serious? Unless you're doing like something where you're going to be selling bulk or something like that. But I have a feeling there's going to be, even with the adjustments, we're going to see a lot of mistakes because a lot of people, what I see is they put ground packages on priority boxes. That's a huge mistake. I mean, you could put a priority label on a ground box, but you just can't do it the other way around. Because a ground box is usually just a normal plain box. I'm hoping that the reason it got extended to November is just because they're going to incorporate more ground advantage products, like they did for Poshmark. So I don't know if this is going to be something that's going to be coming down the road here. I'm hoping that they offer that kind of stuff to Whatnot and offer more sizes. So it would be better. I think, though, a lot of people are going to have a lot of issues unless they set their stuff right. And I think people, oh, I'll throw in another book or I'll do this or
Yeah,
something.
that ain't gonna happen.
I think the comics and the card people have the easiest route of all this.
Yeah.
I think people that are I think the people that are going to be hurt the worst is people in the auction sites and doing even some of your biggest sellers on Whatnot, starting at $1 and going piece to piece to piece to piece to a store or something that they brought them in to start selling for them. I mean, unless they just do a flat 5 pounds or something like that and do an adjustment, but I think it's definitely going to be a challenge for some.
Yeah. Now, in retrospect, what you said about pirate ship, if you ship out a medium flat rate box through pirate ship, it's discounted to $16, and the large flat rate boxes are discounted to 26 from 33.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I do think also, I know I saw an email that they said they're going to think of more options for us. Let's hope that they don't start doing the companies like Laser Ship and all them, because it's going to be hell. Some person slapping a magnet on the side of their vehicle with no oversight. Kind of like if you see the videos, all you got to do is go on YouTube and see Amazon drivers driving in people's yards, doing all kind of stuff. It's like, oh, we'll just fire them. Okay, move on to the next person.
Yep. Especially, I don't know if you saw Amazon had problems with people that were just going up, delivering the package, taking the picture, and then taking whatever it was.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, especially if you're getting something and maybe they know who people are in the collector world and they see, oh, okay, this came from, Bunky Brothers or, something like that. And, they're going to be like, or Comic Tom or something. They're going to be like, okay, took the picture. Yep. Nope.
Trust me, we have our problems too. I mean, I'm not going to say we don't. A woman in Florida just got busted picking up over 70 cats on her route and taking them home with her.
What?
Sorry. What did you say, Alien? I didn't hear what you said.
I was saying just what Punisher was, and you were saying, Flat, is I've thought about this a little bit, and I'm wondering if we could, instead of, because I have Alien Comics, right? Like Alien Comics in my address. So rather than just expose that, I just have my name or a number.
You could change that.
Yeah.
Just go in your whatchamacallit. Just click on the logo.
Yeah.
Go in your shipping and change your address and change your name.
Yeah, address. Yeah.
Well, you're Canadian, Alien, you can actually use go to candapost.ca. You can actually set up your local shoppers or Canada Post location. You can actually have stuff where it goes there, and then you go pick it up. You could use that as your
Yeah,
locale,
with the
and it costs
rollout.
nothing.
Yeah,
One thing I do not want.
yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead, man. That's my thought.
One thing I do not want to see, since Whatnot has become the Team U of selling platform in a lot of the places on here with the people, because they don't vet nobody, they don't, God knows whatever. We've seen plenty of bad shipping. I don't want people to have to come up with on eBay, like you go and people pay a certain amount. I want that label printed. You know what I mean? I want that label made for those people,
I agree.
because I don't trust, good eBay sellers. Everybody, they know, hey, I want to get that package out. I have them coming in every single day. Soon as that thing gets sold, they're boxed up and to the post office. They want to get paid, or you know what I mean? They want to make sure they keep their good rating. If we go and you don't know when that label, and you're going to expect the seller to then put on the tracking number or whatever they decide to, how they decide to send it. No, 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 no. I want a label. I don't care what we go through, but I want a label printed from Whatnot.
Yeah, but you're talking about eBay. Every box that I send out from eBay Live I print the label, so there's no problem with that.
I understand that. And eBay vetted you, didn't they?
Yeah.
Whatnot's not popping up. Hey, guess what? I just seen an advertisement. Congratulations, you're a seller.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, that's kind of a key point. Like the differences between the platforms that Punisher's raising, it is probably going to lead to lower quality, possibly sellers. I mean, on the whole, we're all good. Like I find that it's pretty damn good. But that is a possibility, and they do vet you with eBay, right, guys? I mean,
Yeah,
that's what
I'm going to tell you right now. It took me a year to get on, and then it took me 3 interviews and 2 classes. Okay, and then after the classes, you had to do 10 shows, and then they reevaluate after that. So, I mean, they explain to you what to do, how to do it, when to do it, what not to do. And it's 100%. I mean, you're online for an hour in a class 2 times, so they can show you what to do. And if you have any questions after that, after your 10 shows are done, you have your own eBay Live handler that you can deal with.
Okay. Anybody have anything else on the new shipping update that they want to bring up?
You got to remember,
I'm just
things
curious
have
if
changed.
Oh, sorry, buddy. I'll quickly jump in.
All right, go. Screw both of you. I'm going to go. No, I'm okay.
Go ahead, Alien.
Thanks. I'm just curious if it's a possible election thing, given the date. That's just spitballing.
Say that again.
I would agree with you, except it's probably the midterms. I think it's more just giving people a runway more than anything, because I mean, ultimately, not much is going to happen. They'll impeach him, but he won't get,
Who they going to impeach?
Trump.
They're going to impeach him
As soon as what do you call gets president?
Man, what am I missing here? I got to go watch the news, man.
No, it's because if the Democrats get the House, they will impeach Trump. They won't kick him out, because that just won't happen. You need 2/3 in the Senate. But I don't want to make it a political show.
No. He would, and what they call it is he'd be lame duck.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
And anything that they try to pass, even if it got through the Senate, he vetoes it anyway. He vetoes it anyway. So that's what I'm saying.
When is this supposed to be?
That's why Alien was asking in November, because it's this year. November is.
Yes, the midterms are in November.
Okay, I got you.
Right. Yeah, that's what I thought too. So. Maybe a political football. Who knows? That's what I was thinking, but who knows?
I don't know. Yeah, couldn't tell you.
I also want to remind people that let's hope that this gets extended. We've gone through many changes on Whatnot over just a period that some of us have been on. I know Joey's been on probably the longest, and he's seen many, many changes. Just remember, we get into November, all of a sudden we're at peak season
Yeah.
for the postal service. So things are going to be even more crazier, more slower. So, and especially if they're, I don't know what some of the plans are. I know that right now they're going through a lot, and so we'll see. I mean, we just got to be ready to adapt, and that's the difference between us, and that's why we're here, to be able to help other sellers. And I got to give a shout out. Since I didn't do my good and bad, I want to give a shout out to Kingo Comics. I tell you what, I was so happy to see you on, my friend. I'm glad that you were enjoying yourself. I'm glad I was able to be there, and congratulations on kicking off your first show and then doing a couple more, buddy.
Yeah. See, now the only other thing that I see the problem with this is that in the 6 years that I've been on Whatnot has made so many updates, and they did drastic updates like they did with this. Okay. They never turned around and went back on it like they did with this shipping stuff to give people the runway, like Punisher said, to go ahead and flatten, go ahead and get ready to do it. Everything was always, all right, this is done now and it's over. We didn't do anything. So the updates were so drastic that a lot of people didn't know what to do on some of the stuff. But at least here, they gave you that ample time to get situated.
Yeah, I'll agree, but I think that's the thing. I think that's a partial, because they were the nimble upstart when they started, right? So
Yeah.
they could make moves quickly, where now they're the bigger enterprise level company, where now it's tough to make the moves, and they're going to have to go slow, just like
Yeah.
every other business, when they get too big.
So the old saying goes, it's all old school with a new twist.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
You
new
know,
coat of fresh coat of paint.
look, I think a lot of people are going to fall behind and on certain things because they're going to be too confused on what's going on. But unless they're listening to shows like what you put on and what we give people, they'll be in a tizzy, doing shipping and stuff like that. So they need to get on board quick. The
You
new stuff.
should go to some of the Facebook forums that are seller support forums,
Oh my
and
God.
it is a freaking. I mean, the questions that's being asked, and I hate to say this because there is no stupid question except the one that's not asked.
Yep.
But the fear and the anxieties and the uncertainty that everyone's having is so self-destructive that instead of just taking and processing it and accepting it and adjusting to it and learning it, they're going to burn themselves up just in mental exhaustion from the anticipation of it all, and then they're feeding off of each other, and it's like I was like, oh my God, I just turned it off as I typically do with everything that is like just too much. But it was
What's
just like,
that old saying, misery loves company.
oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh
What happens
boy.
if Whatnot gets bought out? What happens if Whatnot gets bought out and they change all the rules?
Then we adjust or we move on.
You need.
That's what I mean.
No matter
I
what
agree
business,
with you.
well, no matter what business you're in,
That's the
okay,
of our shows.
there are changes that are
Adaptable,
made.
able to go, Joe.
There are changes that are made that you have to go with, okay, because that's company policy, And I'm talking. See, I worked at Home Depot for 15 years, okay, and they would turn around and they would drop a bomb on you, like, "Hey, you just lost 15 people from your night crew. Still get it done. You know, and it's like impossible. You know, you got to learn to adjust, but you also got to learn that in a group like we have right here, with all the knowledge that we have from all the different businesses and everything like that, that this is a place to go to actually grab that knowledge to help you.
Right.
So there should be a lot more people watching this, a lot more new sellers watching this stuff, watching this podcast.
Here's
Yeah.
here's a problem though. Unfortunately, the the whatnots, the TikToks, the whatever of the world are, let's face it, are a lot of the Zoomer crowd, right?
Yeah.
We're Gen X, or maybe some of us into the
I'm far
Boomer
before
generation.
Gen X. Forget about it.
But
Gen X, the most flexible generation ever.
Joey's
And you
Gen
know what's
A.
funny is parents hear this music and so do our kids. I love it.
Yeah, but like it's going, when they run into problems, right? The millennial generation and some of Gen X, they were bulldozer parents, right?
Yeah.
Helicopter or bulldozer parents.
Yep.
And the kids didn't run into the problems. So when they get to these things, that's what you're seeing. Now, I don't think they'd be on Facebook or Facebook groups. Most aren't, but you know, when they've got that problem, they're going to have issues, and they're not going to be able to adapt because they've never had to overcome adversity on stuff. So it's going to be crazy, but you know what? Just get some popcorn, sit back, enjoy the show.
Hey,
That's it.
Punisher, listen to this. Listen to this. Okay. Punisher should know what I'm talking about with this. I was in the military. You were too, right, Punisher?
Yes, I was.
Okay. I don't know if you ever had this, but you know, sergeant would come up to you and they would turn around and say, "Hey, you see that long line up there? Go ahead and get on it and wait." Okay? People never had to do that. It was just, you know, oh, I'm going to go in and I'm going to get my stuff real quick. And that's what they think that this is all about. Everything's going to happen without them doing anything to make it happen the right way.
This is like the instant gratification generation, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep,
That's exactly what I'm trying to get at.
I
Well, you
do
see it all the
enjoy
time.
good instant gratification. Thank you very much.
I mean, you see this stuff all the time. I mean, even we'll go back to a Soda Pops a couple shows ago where somebody messaged him the next day and said, my items didn't show up yet.
Yeah, that's nuts.
I've had that too. It's like, let me check the tracking.
You know,
Well,
they gotta understand, if you don't drop off at a local post office like I don't, I drop it off at what do you call? I don't know what you want to call them. A sub Punisher. Like my post office that I go to is in my Albertsons shopping.
Yeah, it's a substation.
It's a substation. So when I drop off at the substation, it gets picked up, and then the tracking don't get done until that night after it gets unloaded. So after 9, 10 o'clock at night, you'll get a tracking.
Well, it should be scanned in by them, and then that should automatically start the acceptance.
Yeah,
and then once the truck driver comes by and picks it up, then when it gets to the plant, it should then move on. You should see further tracking.
Yeah, I don't do that. They don't scan in my post office. We just dump it in the bin and then they take it from there.
They don't give you a receipt?
No.
Huh. I did it once at one of the substation. They gave me a receipt. So
Yeah, because you had them, scan it in or weigh it.
no, I just handed it to them and they said, "Hang on, let me give you a receipt."
Yeah,
Let me give everybody a piece of advice. If you do not own a scale,
Get one.
Oh, you
get
need to
one
get one.
between now and November. Put it on your freaking Christmas list, birthday list, whatever.
Shopping
Get
list.
yourself a scale.
Amazon.
Get them on Amazon because
$20.
I tell you what, you're going to hurt yourself bad if you send it ground and you don't have it weighed properly.
Mm-hmm. They're going to upcharge you and they're going to send you back charges and you're going to see it all over your whatnot thing.
That or the customer is going to get a not only is it not
A
only is it the
postage due.
fee, yeah, not only is it the fee for the cost of the additional shipping, but it says that it's going to be a $20 additional
Yes.
charge, and for the fact that they have to collect it.
Yep. Okay. Well, we're going to move on to topic number 2. And Punisher messaged me today about this, but I didn't hear about it. I think it was Punisher sent me the email. What was it, yesterday or the day before, about it? The Spider-Man packs that Whatnot did at 1:00 today. Was anybody in the show? Did anybody take a look?
Nope.
Nope.
No, missed that one. I've seen terminal packs, but no Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm getting those
TM
this week.
No, I didn't know
TMNT.
what you were talking about.
Oh,
I didn't even get an email.
Well, me and Alien won't. We're Canadian, but
I seem to be one of the only sellers that got a fucking email. Everybody I talked to didn't get one.
Yeah.
But was it like, were they selling it like the packs of old, or were they just selling it as if they were the store and you're just
I'm not
buying
sure. I
anyone
think
can buy it?
people were buying packs. They weren't doing what they did before. From what I understand, they were selling packs. Is it
I want-
you that messaged me, or somebody else messaged me and said that they sold 15 packs for $600?
That's crazy.
Well, they were Omen messaged me. He said they were originally limiting them to 1. Then he said then they upped it to 5. Then they upped it to 15. He said they were getting so discouraged that they
Because
raided.
people weren't in there. And number
Yeah.
one, most people didn't get the email.
Yeah, that's what I think is half the problem.
Every single person I messaged did not get the email.
Yeah, I didn't get it, but I
worked for
thought
me.
that was because we were Canadian. Sorry, Ellen.
I didn't
Oh,
get it.
really? Is that why we were locked up?
And I missed the show anyway.
Yeah. And you want to know something? I didn't even want to. I won't bother with those packs anymore because the last 3 that they did were terrible.
Well, I've seen some of the books in this. I wasn't thrilled with it. You know what I mean? Like, you have such a great opportunity. You know who's hot. You can get this shit done. Because, I mean, this stuff's planned for San Diego, whatever. Like, seriously? I don't know. Like, they haven't learned their lesson at all from any of this. And I got to say, I'm happy. I'm happy that they got discouraged and had to sell, the packs out, because that sent a message to Whatnot.
I think from what I heard is that
Sounds like they
Omen
handled
said
it
that
like a dog's breakfast.
Omen said
Sorry.
that they stopped selling them and just raided somebody flat.
What's that?
Didn't Omen tell you that they stopped selling them and then raided somebody?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got discouraged that they weren't selling as well as they thought they were going to. They raided a bigger seller, and he's like, it's just like Whatnot. Instead of raiding a small seller to help them out, they raided a bigger one.
Well, you know what? Whatnot did this to themselves, because they sat there and they fucked all the other people and gave all those other packs to the other sellers so they can make more money. Made sure they had their packs beforehand, and many people didn't get their packs till a week or 2 afterwards.
And some people didn't even get packs and they got refunded. They were automatically refunded. You didn't know that?
Well, doesn't that hurt their seller rating?
Who? Whatnot seller rating?
I'm
right.
just being funny.
Right.
Yeah.
100%.
Ask MDK. Ask MDK what happened to him when he complained about it to them.
Yeah, he got shadow banned.
Yeah, he did.
Yes, he did. I think it was a good time period too that he got shadow banned. But the last time that they did these packs, Tyler Kirkham actually did a show and gave everybody the link to the show, that when I got on 5 minutes before, the packs were friggin' sold out already. Okay, and a couple of people that I know that I deal with, they ordered the packs, they got the confirmation that they ordered them, and then they actually sent them back a refund saying they didn't have enough packs for everybody because they sent them to the con to sell at the con.
Yep. They did that
Yeah,
last
don't
year with
sit there
New York
and
Comic Con.
don't sit there and post 1 pack per seller and all that shit, and then you go on some of these other streams
And they got
and
50.
yeah, exactly. And did you also notice that it seemed like certain streamers got the big hits, or is that just me?
No, Comic Tom, all of those.
Like what I'm saying is, you know, and I know they could mark those boxes of where they went into.
Mm-hmm.
There could be a special thing, and they can make sure that certain people get that.
They always do. They've done it, and like even when they did the first packs, what was it, the X-Men? I don't remember. It was the X-Men, whatever packs they did. They allowed us 2 packs apiece, three packs in each box. Okay, and then I went on somebody else's show. I don't remember what it was, and this guy was selling packs for hours because he got like a case sent to him.
It's honestly just like the YouTube videos where I think where Best Buy or Target brings in the Pokemon comes in and you see all the nutcases go in and like beat up each other to go get a damn whatever. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that with the Elmo, the Tickle Me Elmo thing back in the 90s. That was a good time.
And they did that with the White Power Rangers. It was the White Power Rangers back in when they overtook the Turtles on sales. The White Power Rangers were less printed and everything, and people were killing each other over those packs.
Back in the day, my mom used to tell the story that she got knocked on her ass for a battle cat.
That was me.
That was you? Oh my God.
You see that in the markets too, the IPOs too. People are buying all the stocks when they come right out, but then a week later they're down 40%.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think that when they short stocked it and when the GameStop thing happened, man, people lost their ass. And then the other people that kept buying it fucking made a killing.
Yeah, well, but you're supposed to when you buy a stock, if it goes down and you buy more, you're better off buying it more because it sort of evens it out after a while.
You're averaging down, yeah.
Yeah, my cousin, my brother-in-law did that on what was it? Oh my God, I forgot what stock it was. He bought it at like $27. It went down to 15. He bought like 10,000 shares. It went down to 80. Bought another 10,000 shares, and then it went up to 150. So who's better than him?
Yeah, that's a good trade.
It is. If you know what you're doing, you can do things like that. But I don't know what I'm doing, so I can't even sell comics on fucking Whatnot anymore. So
I feel the same way, buddy.
yeah, but you want to know? Hey, what's up? What's up with your eBay?
Okay, yeah. So I had my second training, and it seemed pretty straightforward. I was like, okay, asking all these questions, and then I went to set up my eBay live, and I got all these errors. So, like you were saying, Joe, they give you somebody to help you. So I got somebody's, and I'm going to have a meeting with them tomorrow. They're going to walk me through it. So,
who's the person that you're meeting with, dude?
Jennifer, her name is.
Jennifer. Jennifer's pretty good. Jennifer's good. She'll walk you through everything.
Okay, great. Yeah, no, she seems good.
Because anytime you ask a question, you get, and when you're on eBay Live, okay, you have first come, first serve. All right. So you go before any of the other eBay sellers, unless they're really one of the big shots on there. So eBay Live comes first for anything that you need to do.
Awesome. I'm kind of stoked to get going on this. So
yeah. So you got 2 weeks. You got 2 weeks, and you got 10. You got to do 10 shows before you get your handler.
Yes, and I understand they kind of come and take a look at you, make sure you're doing okay. Also, just to see that you're making sure the rules, are you following the rules and whatnot. So yeah, it should be a good community. We'll see. I bought a couple of guys who've done live shows already over there, Canadian guys actually, and they seems pretty easy. So we'll see.
Yeah, once you get used to it, it's a lot of fun.
All right. Well, I guess, does anybody else have any other topics they want to talk about? It was kind of a rushed thing because I had to move it from yesterday, but it seemed like the most was moving the shipping stuff, and the other topic was kind of a quick and sort of, hey, this is something we can talk about this week because it is this week.
So why don't you take questions from the audience?
Any, yeah,
I
we
got
do.
something. I want.
Exactly.
We have experience. All of us have experience, but there's a lot of new sellers out there that this might be their first con season,
Oh God, yeah, they're gonna be.
and I want people, new sellers, to not get discouraged during major con season
Yeah.
because a lot of new books, a lot of convention exclusives. You'll have every major person popping on 4, 5, 7 times a day.
Mhm.
Um, and I mean, they're out there. They spent the money. It's expensive as shit to go to San Diego, plus to get in the convention, plus whatever else you do, plus whatever you're getting. If you got artists, everything. So it's going to be very overwhelming for the next 2 months, 3 months, with a lot of the big cons coming up. So I want you guys, new sellers, to understand, do not get discouraged if you have a bad show during that time frame.
Yeah, 100.
Maybe pick a different time frame. I heard from another seller um, that they're going to change their time frame back to 6 a.m. Eastern during the week because they said they did their best shows during that time frame. Like, what you got to realize is there's a different range of sellers. I mean, sorry, buyers. There's different buyers at different times. Okay. So that's one thing that you have to understand. You could be consistent, you can go on all the time, you can do all that, but there are different buyers at different times of the day. There are very few times that you're going to have the Flat Earth Santas that's in like his 30 shows that he's in, and I catch them in there. But I'm saying is, at different times of the day, you can get a different types of buyers, different stuff. You might be more successful at different times because the cons haven't opened yet. We're on the West Coast time for the San Diego. So you might be able to get in there and get some buyers early. So just make sure you're aware of all that coming up.
Yeah.
I also like to add to this during con seasons, I've also seen a lot of artists be on the systems we sell, like on eBay Live or whatnot live, and they may jump into your show. I was once lucky to have been visited by a high influencer, and I recognized them right away. And I'm like, "Hi, how's it going? I'm Alien Warrior. This is my show. Thanks for coming." And it's just, you never know what happens. So while you're out there exposing yourself, right, you want to be able to be available for anybody who's going to jump on, because it is a big weekend, right? And there's a lot of celebrations, so folks will be online.
Well, one thing that you can take advantage of is the fact of, yes, they're spending a lot of money to go to the cons. So they're going to have less money to spend because the con prices are usually quite up there. Use that to your advantage, that if you've got something and you got a good deal on it that a lot of people are looking for, now's your chance. Now's your chance to where people will, can come on and do it on the aftermath when they come home, that they may still have money left over, that they're like, well, I didn't want to buy it at huge prices.
But you
You,
also
you
got
can capitalize on that.
you also got to understand that not everybody is a convention book buyer.
Yes.
So there are people who they just want those convention exclusives, but then you got the other people. Well, where's the regular books? Where's the new releases? Where's the back stock? Where's the silver? Where's the bronze? Where's the gold? You know, so you're gonna have that. So if you don't have any convention exclusives, don't get discouraged that you don't have them, because there are people that will come to your shows to buy the books that you have.
One of my experiences, and not necessarily in comics, but going to conventions and seeing the items that are available, right? As a buyer, I will go home. I will see stuff I like maybe didn't know that I wanted, and I will go home and I will go shopping online and purchase it online for a cheaper price. And I think that I can't be the only one that does that. So unless it's an absolute exclusive item that you can only get there, that is also a good opportunity for people, people like me to go out and get the items, and a good opportunity for sellers that, that person like me is looking for, right? So I don't know. I've never really had a bad experience during con time, you guys. I mean, yes, it was maybe a little bit slower, but I still had significant sales.
Right, but you also got to understand that,
and it could be what I was selling, right?
The prices of the exclusives are going to be skyrocket prices during the con itself. Okay,
exactly.
I've seen books selling at $100, $150 during con season, and then these people that bought these books are trying to resell them a week later, can't even get $20 for them.
Exactly.
So you got to don't get caught up in the hype and the FOMO of certain books. Okay, that's what you can't do. So that's one thing you got to
realize. There's lots
of
different buyers, right? The audience is vast.
Yes.
Sorry, guys. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. Also, as a seller, don't be buying books. Hey, Locke, how are you? By the way, don't buy books the week after the con and thinking you're going to double up on it. These books, you have a limited window of time if you're a seller to flip those books. And I mean limited, usually a week at most.
And we've all done it.
So be careful when you're doing it. If you're a new seller and you don't know, or this is your first sort of con season, as Punisher said, really look at it when you're doing it. Be hesitant if you're looking for some of the con books.
The only way to get those con books at a decent price is if you're actually at the con. If you're buying on the secondary market, you're going to get killed.
Well, you also have to understand how this works. This person paid probably for the early admit into the con.
Mm-hmm.
Then they're also waiting in line. They probably got a few people that they're running. They get in, they run to the booth before their limited edition. Then they bring it back. And if there's only like 50 of them or 100 of them, they're sold out because of the hype of certain books. So then they get back in here, and then all of a sudden, you'll see people bidding astronomically for this book.
Exactly.
And then try to flip it because they got to make money on it. And then, but there are some books that are still there. I mean, but most of these people, they go and they try to get as many exclusives as they can. They have a show, and yeah, they're going to try to make money because they want to also recoup some of the money that it costs them to go to the con, eat, hotel, everything. So just because they make that much money on that book doesn't necessarily make that they're really making money. They probably still lost their ass.
Oh no, I'm saying as a some of the sellers that might be listening to us is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is if you're not there, make as much money as you can. That's what I'm saying, is make as much, because you have a short window. Make as much as you can, but don't overextend yourself a week or 2 weeks down the road on a con book, because it's probably most times not going to work out for you.
Okay, so let me ask you guys a question. You've all seen it, okay? How many times have you seen let's say a New York Comic Con from 2018 come up and be sold? Okay?
In dollar bins.
In dollar bins and $5 bins.
Yeah.
All right. So don't think
all the time.
don't think that those con exclusives are going to be worth $1,000. Look, if you're going to spend $200, $300, $400, $500 on con exclusives, do yourself a favor. Go out and buy a silver or bronze age key that's going to evaluate itself and upgrade itself during the course of your collecting experience.
Vintage keys for the win, buddy. I agree 100%. I mean, vintage lasts longer. I feel like there's just an authenticity there, maybe, or just it's lasting. But yeah, that's just my gig. But everybody to each their own, and this is the whole point you made earlier, Joe, is that the audience is big and there's lots of different sort of niches in it all.
Yeah, I mean, look at that.
That's a good trade for sure.
Yeah, it is. Right, but you also got to look at it. Anybody who is at a con, okay, that gets a booth at a con, how much does it cost for you to get that booth? How much is it costing you for your hotel? How much is it costing you to drive down there or fly down there? How much is it costing you to eat? Look at all those expenses that you got to incur.
If we only had somebody on the panel that has that experience.
I don't know, Punisher.
Was it Chris? Was it Chris Locke, by the way? Sorry.
Yeah, that was Locke.
Punisher. I mean, like in Toronto Fan Expo, like they have tiered tickets. So like you can get like say a gold or a bronze or whatever silver ticket, and each one gives you access to certain things, such as signatures from artists or photo ops or the main area or just one day. Is that the same in other places?
Yeah,
like
we're going to be at Terrificon here in less than 2 weeks. What they do is they've got the VIP package. It gets you in early, but it also gets you immediately to the front of the line on signatures. You usually get one a day. You use on your VIP badge. They're supposed to punch it like with a hole punch, but they don't always do it. So sometimes you get 2 in a day or whatever. So it's worth it, especially to skip a line like Claremont's or Silvestri's or someone big.
Punisher Rider.
Yeah, no one's coming to your booth. They're coming for me, not for you.
I just got a contact from Terrificon. They want me to be there a little earlier because there's already a line starting.
To smack you upside the head. But yeah, no, there are different levels for everything. They do VIP tickets. Last year, Terrificon did a VIP. When you got it, it got you a pub crawl with Ming Chen from what the heck's the in New Jersey
comic book
guys. Yeah, they were good. The store that's owned by Kevin Smith, but yeah. They have different stuff. It's best to go. You can do it. People do it and make their money back quick. I know Macman Comics. They buy a bunch the first day and they run a couple shows and they make their money back pretty quick with what they paid for the con. So.
Yeah, sounds like a good time.
Yeah. Anything else that anybody has before we go around the horn?
But I do got to tell you, if you do set up a con, it's a lot of work. So
Oh yeah, I'm
I
sure it
mean,
is.
I've had experience with flat where we've walked around for like 10 minutes and it's back to the booth. I
Yeah.
mean, you got to take a piss. It's like to the bathroom and back. Luckily we have Miss Surter that's been or flat that's been able to go get us drinks and stuff because we want to be there if people are walking around. We're not, especially what we do. We're not the
Oh,
Claremonts and the Jim Lees and stuff like that. So you want to be at your booth. And you never know when that person's going to come. So
bring it back a little bit.
Well, that's
it's a lot.
another thing for some sellers on whatnot is you've got to learn to be that you brought up. You've got to learn to be because they're not necessarily coming to you. You've got to have a little bit of that barker mentality, the gift of gab, to be able to talk to people as they're coming by to bring them into your booth.
I mean, I could tell you that for Baltimore, I brought Michael Myers, and that thing like drew people in like crazy because everybody thought it was real, like they was going to jump out at him.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, we did the Michael Scooby mashup, so it's definitely unique. There's a lot of work into it, and it's fun. You get to meet a lot of people. I'm really excited about Terrificon. There's going to be a lot of whatnot personalities there, so it's definitely going to be cool. If you are going to be there, what I would suggest is bring a blank or get a blank. I know that I had Surter send me some blanks, so I will have some blanks for people that want some, and a bunch of whatnot people can sign it, and it'd be kind of cool memento. So
Oh yeah. Um, that's a really cool thing to do. All right. Well, we're going to go around the horn unless anyone's got any other topics or anybody in the chat has a topic they'd like to know about. We're going to go around the horn, starting with Mr. Late to the party, Mr. Punisher Rider. What have you
well,
got?
I did process about 2,000 books during that time. So um, I was like, I separated them in two piles. One, I don't want nothing to do with, and other ones I'm gonna take a second look, or yes, definitely take it. I was able to pick up the next part of that collection today, so I bringing it back. I want to get at least a couple hundred more processed for the big show on Wednesday night. Next Wednesday, Hidden Gems. Um, I'm going to be running everything at $1 start, sudden death. I think I haven't decided, but it's probably going to be less than 12 seconds. Sudden death for everything. I do put some of the bigger stuff in the pre-bid, so I've already seen some pre-bids on some stuff, which is pretty cool. And then what I think I'm going to do is run keys either like every 10 minutes, and whatever it is, set it up 12 second sudden death and let it go.
Is there a 12
So,
second sudden death?
well, whatever it is, 10
10 or
seconds.
15.
10 or 15, I think. Yeah.
All right, 15, 10, whatever it is. Doesn't matter how big of a book it is. I'm going to be running keys probably about every 10 minutes. There's a bunch of other great books. The 2,000 books I processed since I got home. Now, processing, that just means I separated it like, okay, I don't want these. These are going back. I made some large flat rate boxes and put the sides up and taped them up. So there's about 100 books. We put a fake lid on it, put comics, and he's going to sell it at the flea market. So like $5 or $10 for the whole box. So, um,
Nice.
Nice.
so that way, everything else, but everything's going to be starting at $1. Wednesday night, I plan on starting the show at 6 o'clock. Punisher Rider's going to try to do a 6 hour show to midnight, 6 to midnight. we're just going to rock and roll. So we're going to be moving fast. We're going to be hopefully having fun. There's a lot of cool books. So I want to make sure we give it back to the people and have some fun doing it. Also, we have Terrificon coming up in 2 weeks. Surtur and Punisher Rider will be at booth F16 and F17. Flatter Santa will also be at the Punisher Rider booth. Miss Surtur will also be there. Soda Pops, Eggplant, Goodbye, JSLS and the Boss, uh, the list keeps critical hits. There's a bunch of people that are going to be there. Yeah, Bailey's, yes. So George Deeb, Lenny Cerner from Spineworks going to be there. So lots of great people. I can't wait to meet a lot of them. Some of them I already have met. It seems like it's going to be a hell of a time. Me and Surtur are going to be dropping the Jokers. We have revealed the 3 Jokers that we have done. The new FU book. It drops for Whatnot on August 6th, the night before the con. So make sure you grab your copies. We have limited amount, and we think they're pretty good. We've got some pretty good responses so far. So it's going to be a hell of a show, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And that's what's going on with Punisher Rider.
Nice. I also put up the picture of the Baltimore booth just after we were done setup.
Oh, that's cool.
So there was Michael Myers there. So it was kind of cool. All right. Mr. Alien, where can people find you? What have you got coming up?
All right, yeah. Thanks for having me again, Flat, and chat and panel. It's good to see you guys. We have I'll hopefully have my first eBay show within the next week or two. Punisher Rider, I'll raid you on Wednesday because I'll show on Wednesday on Whatnot. So when we're done,
that'd be awesome, bro.
All right, thanks. Awesome. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So you can find me on Whatnot, Alien Warrior 75, or at my website, aliencomics.ca, guys. Wednesdays, Wacky Wednesdays with Alien. We'll see you then.
Very nice. And because of the show, we're going to move again next Thursday, or move Whatnot, Why Not to Thursday, so that we can all support Punisher.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, we're going to move it. And then, of course, we won't have it the following week. I'll be driving down to Terrificon on Wednesdays. So,
well, you can do it from your car. Come on now.
We can possibly we could try, but Paulo will be in the car and he'll just mouth off and get me kicked off YouTube. Well, that's awesome. Thanks.
We might do a special show. We might get together and do a special show live from the con or something.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah. So anyways, Joey, where can people find you? What have you got coming up?
Okay, I'm transitioning everything over to JJ Collectibles. So
I knew you were transitioning.
Oh God, son of a bitch, man. I knew I should have left. But yeah, everything's getting transferred over to JJ Collectibles. So it's on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Whatnot shows I'm not doing right now. I'm just doing the eBay shows. I even did an Icona live show this morning, and that's where you can find me, eBay Live. I'm gonna send you guys all of you are gonna get that the QR code so that you could actually scan it and just go right into where I have all my shows and everything like that.
I tried to find you the other day.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to find.
It is hard to find you.
It is. But the thing is that there's a separate QR code for our show, and then there's a separate QR code for all your live shows and what you have set up. Okay. So I'm going to send you the ones where it goes directly to see all the shows that I got set up.
Yeah, definitely do that. I'd like to support you.
I will. You guys, even if you guys just come in and hang out, man, that's all that really matters.
Yeah. I definitely was trying.
There, buddy.
And Skipping, what have you got? Where can people find you, or where have you got going on, and where can people find you?
So thanks for having me, first off, and thanks to everybody for coming. Um, Second, you can find me on Instagram, Skipping Stones, Skipping underscore Stones underscore vintage, and then of course on Whatnot Fridays and Sundays, and um, I'm doing cards as you guys have said, and I have said. Wednesday, I've got, or not Wednesday, sorry, Sunday, I'm bringing some wrestling cards to the table. And not that they're huge, but they're unique. So I thought it would be fun to do some of those. I definitely got the Hulk Hogan's that apparently is the hot ticket in there. Um, and I'll probably be doing some other items along with the wrestling as well. But yeah, come join me. I do want to give a shout out to Chris over at Critical Hits, and the last cast is 3 and 4 is now available, friends. And so watch your favorite sellers to get some of those books as well, and get your copies. So props to Chris, Punisher, and the team for getting the next set of the story out to us so we can read it and keep up and you know, kick ass on those zombies, right? And watch Santa and Punisher go fist to cuff. And I'm pretty excited about getting my copies. But other than that, just going to be doing these, you know, getting my groove into the whole card game. And so far, so fun. Like I said, shipping has been amazing. And yeah, good times.
Very cool. And I'm going to roll that in. Yeah, go check out Critical Store. Last cast 3 and 4 are in his shop. They'll be coming on quite a few of our shows coming up. Of course, they will be there at Terrificon. As Punisher said, come see us at P17 and P16.
Show the 2 covers.
You want me to? Okay, hold on. I got to bring up my.
It's got to do stuff now.
Yeah, now I got to actually do stuff. Hold on. I got to get it from my profile. Come on. Share screen from Instagram. Why is it not showing? Oh, window. Okay, so there is the Suspense homage. Really cool. Punisher's going to get beaten senseless because I am that great. It's just, you know, we got to deal with pesky Critical up here, and you know. Wait, who's got my sleigh? Who stole my sleigh?
Who's the goblins?
That's awesome. Nice.
And then, of course,
job.
there is.
Well,
there
Santa,
is-
before you go,
Yep,
you
hold
know
on.
how hard I fought to get this cover.
Yes, I know. Yeah. And then there's this one. It's Punisher versus Santa.
So
It
good.
is the immovable force meets the dumbass Punisher.
Nice cover, guys. That's awesome.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Number 3, number 4 is available. Yeah, you've got them. But if you're out, come to Terrificon. We'll sign them there. We'll be and get soders from them as well, because they're going to be able to sign, to be registered with CGC. We're going to do that at Terrificon, so that's going to be cool. Other than that, we've got What Not, Why Not, Bragging Rights, Guess the Grade, You can catch me on Instagram. You can catch me on Whatnot. I'll be doing. I was gonna say my show next Thursday, but no, I can't because we're moving this show. Okay. Well, it's good. I might do something on a Tuesday, to do it. But everybody else, thank you for coming out. I want to thank. Um, I want to thank all the panelists for coming out. Skippin was awesome. Alien, thank you for coming out. Punisher, you suck. Um, Joey, thank you for coming out. And I want to thank all the chat, especially, and everyone go check out Loch Nguyen. He is absolutely awesome. He's an artist. He does art for Tops, Marvel cards, DC cards, and other. He does amazing one of ones on Whatnot on his shows where he draws. He did me a Godzilla and a Witchblade, unbelievably great. Absolutely love them. Great dude. He's also a Canadian that lives up in Toronto. Just good people. Go check out. Guys. Follow people on Instagram. Help everybody get up to at least 1,000 followers so that they can use the Instagram live feature and check that stuff out. So please, everybody follow everybody if you can. Absolutely awesome. And again, guys, thank you. We wouldn't do it without you. We couldn't do it without you.
No,
You
thank
guys
you.
make this
Thank
happen.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
So guys, I appreciate it. Hopefully we'll see you guys next week on next Thursday. Hopefully you'll be completely broke from buying all Punisher's books and Aliens books. So everybody have fun. We'll see you guys next week. Everyone say bye.
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 Hey.